So this week I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how the SEC East has turned into quite the dumpster fire. And that'll go along with the article that I write this week for CFB Roundtable, so make sure you go check that out. I'm also going to talk to you about how FSU clearly isn't the same team that they were last year and how, as a Gator, that makes me very happy. Now, as far as the SEC East being a dumpster fire is concerned, just think about this one thing. The Florida Gators could actually go to the SEC championship game this year. And it's really not that improbable. They would just have to finish in a three-way tie for first with Missouri and Georgia. Now, how would that happen? Missouri would lose to Tennessee and one of their West opponents, so Arkansas or Texas A&M, and Georgia would lose to Auburn. Really, that's not that unlikely for Georgia to lose to Auburn for sure, and I could see Missouri losing to at least one of those West opponents and also losing to Tennessee, because Tennessee did have a couple close games this year with Georgia and with Florida, and they also had that great comeback victory over South Carolina. So they're kind of on a roll right now. But think about this. At the beginning of the season, who were most people choosing to win the SEC East? South Carolina. And South Carolina is at the middle of the pack right now. And then we have Kentucky, who's actually not been that bad this year. We also have Tennessee, who's just been almost there, but not quite there. Then, of course, we have Vanderbilt, who's just getting beat up on by everybody else. So really, when you think about it and you look at all the teams as a whole and the way that the SEC East could turn out this year, it's just one huge dumpster fire. So as far as FSU not being the same team this year goes, think about it. They really aren't the same team. Their defense hasn't been as solid. Jameis is actually not the best QB in the country anymore. They've struggled against some teams that maybe a championship caliber team shouldn't be struggling against, and they've had at least as many distractions as they did last year. I mean, I do understand them struggling against Clemson because they didn't have Jameis for that game. But when you look at the Louisville game, unless there was some point shaving going on during the first half, I'm looking at you, Jameis, then there really was no reason to be struggling so much against a team like that. I mean, Louisville's good, they're decent, but they're not good enough to be challenging a national championship caliber team. And I mean, this week they're going to have to face off at Miami versus the Canes and Duke Johnson. And Duke Johnson has just been running and running and running some more this season. So it'll be interesting to see if FSU can hold up against that. But either way, I just don't see them winning another national championship this year. I'm sorry, Florida State fans. I'm sorry, Jimbo Fisher. I'm sorry, Jameis Winston. Just kidding. I'm a Gator. I'm really not sorry. Now, I know this blog was a little bit shorter this week, so hopefully I can get another one done on Thursday night. But until then, just make sure to read my articles on CFB Roundtable and follow me on Twitter. My @ is @KBoticaSports. And thanks for watching again. Make sure to share this video too.